Time to rumble.
Hey there, and welcome back to Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, the game. As you recall in the last episode, I showed you the two G1 colored Omnibot scouts, camshaft and downshift. And now, we are finishing off the Omnibots with the G1 colors Omnibot Warrior, which I will of course have to showcase you in Blender for obvious reasons. So let's just get it done, man. And here we have the G1 Colors Omnibot Warrior, aka Overdrive. Now, this guy took quite a bit of work to get ready. Mostly because I had to remove the black striped areas. That being on the chest, shoulders, bit on the thigh, probably bit on the back. So he's all blanked out, no fancy smanchy decals or anything like that. But, yeah, he came out quite nicely. I think he's actually the closest to the original, because if you compare the two, they're kind of similar in a way, at least in terms of body shape. At least I think so. And this is actually the first robot mesh that I am fully satisfied with. It has everything. Hands are all good. No missing meshes. Everything about this is pretty much finalized as far as I'm concerned. But I digress. He's mainly red, which doesn't differ a whole lot from his original colors, which was like a orangey red. This one's more red, you know. I ended up taking out a lot of color in the arms, thighs, mostly the arms and thighs, because those are mostly metal, so I'm matching that here by removing the red, which thankfully wasn't too hard to do because his red colors can be easily selected and changed. I digress. With his head is pretty much all black, following the counterpart, of course. Like I said, the center section of his torso was originally striped, so I had to do a little bit of creative magic to make it blend with the rest of his torso, so it's all red but still looks damaged. I think I pulled it off pretty well. A little bit of black on the front there, whatever that's supposed to be. You'll see that more in vehicle mode. Shoulder stripe is clear. Back is all clear of stripes as well. There's a little bit of black on his butt, which we won't linger on. He also has some faint blue on his torso section, which I kind of just threw in to match the G1 version. If you look here, yeah, that was kind of my inspiration for that. He's got some black on his hip section, and his crotch has been made red.
There's our target.
I had to match the G1 counterpart. I had to. You know we have to talk about robot crotches. We have to. I'm sorry if you're uncomfortable. You need to get over it. Thighs are clear, though. Black, over there. Which, again, calling back to the original base of this, the parts seem to follow each other pretty well, I'd say, because I don't know, it just seems like each piece was designed with the original version in mind. At least it seems that way anyway. Now for another small touch, he has little triangles on his knees. Why'd I do this? That's a good question. I don't know why I did it. I just did it. So, you're welcome. Anywho, slight different take, or maybe adapted, I don't know. His side leg panels are black, kind of a realistic adaptation, if you will, because his legs were kind of like the front half was red and the back half was black, but since we have to adapt this realistically, I made that section black because his vehicle mode has that, and the rest is kind of red, you know, stuff like that. Isn't a lot to him, honestly. Yeah, that's that's more or less Overdrive. Well, let's just go jump to vehicle mode now, shall we? And here we have Overdrive in his vehicle form. which doesn't differ a whole lot from his original color. But he has no stripes, which that was sure fun to do. Not. Bot symbol right there on the hood. The front bumper was made black. That's what it's called. I remember now. And he's got some black, I guess, coloration on his lower section to match the G1 version. I removed the trim around his rims that was colored because original Overdrive had no colored trim, so that's gone. So it's just a plain tire, no spare trim. Did that with the Omnibot Scouts as well, but I kind of forgot I did that. His rims were silvered up, made it look shiny, even though he's a really dirty car and this doesn't make sense. But don't care, moving on. He's got more black on the back. I'm missing a few slight meshes. I'll try and track him down and finish this guy off. But it's sufficient to show off right now. Other side, yeah, not a lot to him. But he looks pretty nice, I gotta say. He looks very, very nice, and he'll go well with his other Omnibot brethren. Well, with that, let's just go jump and see him in game, I guess. Yeah, let's just do that.
Search the area! The Autobots approach!
So, yeah, it's sideways again. And he's back in Shanghai because this is where all three of the Autobots are.
The area! Show them no mercy!
Okay. Hey, a camshaft, I think. I think that's who you are. And camshaft, I think. It's camshaft now. Yeah, I know how to snipe.
Autobot presence detected. We must stop them. Eliminate them. What are you waiting for? Keep searching.
Hey. I think it's got Prime's animations. Doesn't anymore.
Done here.
Downshift, downshift, down with downshift.
What?
How do you miss that? Okay.
Time to stop. Human insects have taken up the Autobot cause. They will share the same fate. Keep searching or I will crush out your spark myself.
Wow, really? Why? You're so mean. Yeah. Who's shooting me? No. Bam.
You are done. Activity of flash traffic detected. It may be a human face.
You don't say.
Find them.
Bam. Who's this?
Sideways.
It's Overdrive. Yes, I'm sideways. How did you know? My skill shot. No. Just fall. Okay, I got a great idea. Let's destroy Overdrive with Overdrive.
I think it's funny.
There we go.
All immediate Autobot contacts eliminated. Continue with the scan. The taste of revenge is sweet, but that is nothing compared to what is coming.
But yeah. And there you have all of the G1 colored Omnibots. So, with them out of the way, that now leaves just the Protectobots as the last soldiers to do. Now, this is where I need your input. I'm torn between two options with the Protectobots. The first is that I reskin all the Protectobots to resemble Prowl, right? So they'll all have a Prowl-inspired deco, which definitely would be cool to see. However, there is also the option of making the Protectobots based exactly off of their G1 counterparts. So this is where you get to decide. Do you want to see a Prowl-inspired look for all the Omnibots? Or do you want to see the G1 based looks? So this is where it's up to you. You get to decide which. Even if I don't make one, I'll probably include it in another small pack down the line. But as far as the G1 mod goes, what do you want to see? Prowl based or G1 based? So let me know in the poll card above, because I want the community to decide on what to do here. So with that, I will see you in the next episode with the Protectobot Scout, whether it be Prowl or Streetwise. You decide which. But until you do, I will see you in the next one. Later.